Hey, what's up, guys? Need to play some music. All right. Actually, I was actually gonna move on. Start with a new file, but I just realized that you know I only did I didn't apply the mirror modifier, which I could texture it like this, but then that would mean the textures would look the same. So in a way, it does look the same. I don't know. Does it like when you look at it from this one, you can tell that there's a difference between how I actually textured this. It's a slight difference, but I'm just curious about whether these look different. That's the thing with objects like these. If like what you want is a fast process, right? Then honestly, just having the texturing one side and then mirroring it is a lot more effective, I guess. It's a lot more faster, to get good result. But yeah, I guess, especially if like it's not gonna be that noticeable. For this, I feel like it's not that you don't see the difference between the two sides, but there is a difference. It's just that you just don't notice the difference. And that's the thing. If I actually bring these two, like what's those? If what I can do is select both of these, and then wait. The only way you can actually see the difference is if I select both of these. Let's make it individual origins and then rotate this 90 degrees. Okay. Rotate this 90 degrees and then rotate this one negative 90 degrees. And then just focus on this. That's the only way you'll be able to tell the difference if these two objects are actually close to one another and you're looking at them like this. Then you start to notice that there's slight difference between how they look actually. But in the case of when they are like this, actually, you see, when you look at this one, when you look at the detail of this side, you can't see the detail of this side. So what I'm actually gonna do is this one is definitely gonna be visible because both of these are actually straightforward. They are facing my direction, but these, it works because something I just realized that now actually. So when I actually texture this, it's better to just not apply the mirror modifier and then just have one object. But if it's like facing your your direction, then having a mirror modifier and mirroring the texture is just gonna be visible that it's it's the same texture used on both sides, especially for something like this. All right. So I actually don't. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna actually apply the mirror modifier. I'm just gonna work on one of these and then bring the texture over from the other file for this. All right. Just save this. I'm gonna check I didn't mess anything up. Okay. Mm. 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 I think it's this one. No, turn on the statics to at 1040. See, the thing is, if I apply the mirror modifier, then it's gonna add more vertices to this. So one of the reasons why I think, no, actually this no, this I'm actually gonna be able to. No, let's go back to that project. This I actually want. I want to remove the. I don't want it both textures to have the same texture. Actually, that's a mistake I made. I don't want the textures to have the same texture, so I want, I want to see a difference between this. I'm just gonna have to apply the mirror modifier.
But it's camera time. Said take the picture, but you rolled your eyes. Now I'm mortified and still terrorized. Push me behind to get me from my better side. I wanna push you back, but that's all you want. Wanna rub me up, I'm holding back. Trying to get me framed, throw me in cuffs. Said I attacked you, that's just a false truth. No need to argue, and yeah, I've had enough. You follow me anywhere I try to be alone. I find you there. There's more to me. Everywhere I try to go alone, I find you there.
Okay, let me actually remove these and then start placing these properly. Let me go back. What I'm gonna do is place all of these on one side actually. Means I'm gonna have to make these a little bit smaller. You know what, oh man, I'm just gonna make it a little bit smaller like that.
Probably haven't heard different life, cause lights and cameras are in it. Trying to find a silver lining. All I wanna do is avoid the violence. But you're here again, I'm losing it. There's no more screaming and silence. Get out my face, turn off the flash. I hate the fame, no more of that. Leave me alone or I'll collapse. I need a break, don't feel the crack. You follow me anywhere I try to be alone. I'll find you there. There's more to me. Everywhere I try to go alone, I find you there. Yeah, yeah. You follow me anywhere I try to be alone, I find you there. Oh, there's more to me, but anywhere I try to be alone, I find
Alright, can actually apply this. This one over here, I feel like what I can do is rotate this maybe like this. Okay. What I was actually planning might not work. It's just that I don't want to make this a lot more smaller than it is. Because if I don't apply the mirror modifier, right, these two are definitely gonna have the same textures where I can't make changes to it, which is why when you do this, you just eliminate that, I guess. Yeah, guess I'm gonna have to make this small so that it fits on one of the side. Yes. Unless if I actually unwrap this a different way. And I can just move these like that. Alright. This rotate being upside down, I don't think it's gonna affect this in any ways. Because I've seen that some other times when other people unwrap this, they try to make everything face same way, but I feel like it's not gonna make that much of a difference. It's not gonna affect it in any ways actually. I think that's just for the sake of making everything neat, I guess. Alright. Can I push this a little bit more? That's the question. I mean, I could try until these are so close to one another. All right, yeah.
Increasing my strength when I remember myself. Life can be hard, but it's what we do. Take it to the top. Yeah, yeah,
Mm-mm-mm-mm. Excuse me. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Okay. Keeping tabs on the that number. I think that's the furthest I can push it. Other than further than this, it's just gonna go beyond 1 million. So let me save this before. Alright, that's honestly, it's actually enough vertices that I was afraid that it wasn't actually going to be enough points, I guess, vertex point. Don't remember. Trying to remember what. Okay. Some of these interface, having those on, I don't see the point of this. I mean, unless if you don't know you don't know the shortcut of this, I don't see the point of turning that on. Right. No, actually, let me append the material. Where did this start? Okay, wait, let me just actually take it from the Mm, mm, mm. I'm just doing this so that I can use the same what's this? Same colors basically. I just don't wanna change the colors. It's difficult to get the exact same colors unless you just copy and paste them. Uh, just trying to get the proper stroke, I guess. Not. Let me get the reference. See, this I feel like it's one texture placed on both sides. Actually, it looks like it. And if that's what you want, it works. Because not many people are gonna, focus, I guess, on this area. Mostly it's the face that, even for stylized characters, I feel like you don't really focus on the face that much. So even if the textures on the face are, it's the same, it's not gonna be like that noticeable, because I feel like it's more of the style itself than the textures that are on the I feel like, yeah, it's the design that you usually focus on, which is why most of them can just get away with simple textures, I guess. Let me actually bring this to the screen. I actually don't know how to, move these, especially pin. What's this? this what do you pure ref? I don't know. I don't know how to move it using the tablet, so that's why if you see me switching between the two, I guess so for now I'm just gonna make them similar, and then they're like how I usually do, just change it a little bit so that it's not the same, exactly the same.
Specific frequency.
I'm sure like this the technique where you like, what's this, you only texture one object and then leave the mirror modifier to do just show the other side. I feel like it's something that if like you're creating characters for game, it's actually a lot more better. They understand that most of textures that are done for gaming is mostly the illusion of creating of to make things look similar, different. So it works there, but if you're creating characters for animation, it'll probably be visible. People who are pay attention to these type of things will notice, oh okay, this person just used the same textures for both objects. But for gaming, it has to do with the interaction, I guess. Gaming, you're so focused on the gameplay and whatever interaction you're getting from the game, that you don't really pay that much attention to whether the textures are same textures or different textures, I guess. Even for like when I actually first saw Game of the Ghost of Tsushima, the first thing I noticed was paying attention to how detailed everything was. But I didn't, try and understand try and see whether the textures are, is one texture or anything. I just, I was actually lost in just the detail that, you don't even pay attention whether they use the same textures on any of their objects, I guess. So it works for gaming things, but for animation, you're definitely gonna notice the difference. The you know you're gonna notice it. I mean, I know you're also focused on especially if like if you're an animator, right? You'll probably not notice it that much because you're focused more on how the animation is. But if you're a 3D modeler and you know you you model things for for animation, basically, you will realize that you know the different texture that the if the texture is the same, you'll realize it. But like I said, it's only noticeable on areas where mm, it's straight. Both of the textures are straight, facing straight at you. Not that much. If it's you know something like this, you're not gonna realize how the texture is on the other side. The same thing goes with modeling, I feel. Especially if you're sculpting the character, the face is usually where you realize whether the details are the same, and then the side of the face, I guess, you don't really notice it that much. Like the ears, you can create the ears to look the same while sculpting, but not realize that the same detail. But then once you start sculpting the nose, you're gonna see the difference for the same detail, basically. Alright, let's start changing these.
Put it all behind. Put it all behind. Put it all behind. Put it all
Yeah, there is a difference. So remove some parts over here. I don't know, I also want to add a little bit of blue here. I kind of like that, you know, over here there was some blue here. Okay, I'm also gonna add that part, but I also want a little bit of blue here, I guess. Let me actually get a different armor result. Bring that here. What is it? Can I say like armor shoes? Well, it's basically it's not. It's part of. What can I wait? What is that? What do you call this thing? It's not part of the shoes. It's armor, leg, guard. Wait. Something like that. Just looking for some blue, something blue, and use it over here, I guess. I like that. Like that. I know it's not the same as that one, but honestly, I think I'm just gonna get the chrome detail of it. Maybe let's blue color. Oh wow! It brought up the the wicked heads, I guess. Yeah, no, it's. I don't think I'm gonna get anything over there. I just thought if I had that, I would know, you know, at least have an idea where I can put the blue actually. Because this one is almost like it's fully blue, so not what I want. You know what, we'll just see. We'll just try and work it out.
It's so hard to open my eyes. I'm blind to the light from the sky. I'm dealing with things I can't write. And all of you know it's been no easy road. But I keep working harder, going harder just to prove something. Burning out, I can't do shit for weeks. Guess I proved nothing. Everybody wants my work for free. I know you have the money, things are looking different. I'm not putting up with you, not anymore. And I know you think I still can take advantage. And you always took my humbleness for granted. But I know my worth, you can't take that away from me. And I know you think I still can take advantage. But it hasn't worked out like you fucking planned it. 'Cause I know my worth, you can't take that away from me. Lost myself, now I'm fully disguised. My heart got bruised up, so I put it on ice. Been told that I wouldn't make it in this life, but now all of you see there's so much room for me. And I know you think I still can take advantage. And you always took my humbleness for granted. But I know my worth, you can't take that away from me. And I know you think I still can take advantage. But it hasn't worked out like you fucking planned it. 'Cause I know my worth, you can't take that away from me.
Like I was watching this artist who does things like this. Like they don't zoom in. For me, it's just weird, but it works. Like he places it at a specific distance, and then just works texturing like this, which when I saw, I was like, oh damn, that's how many years did you work through whatever it is you're doing to reach a level where you don't really need to zoom in that much to add the detail you want. Maybe probably not even like something that takes years. It's just that he's used to texturing things like that, I guess. But it was insane. And I feel like when you do things like that, you don't get lost in the detail. Sometimes when you zoom in, you find yourself wanting to add all these details, which probably are not really that necessary, but yeah. Alright, let's move on to the next. For me, if I want something like that, right, what I usually do is like, actually it was something that I noticed that I can actually do it in Blender, because you know I do get into the habit of zooming in. So what I usually do is that I would have another window, right? Then on this window I would okay, first let's do it like this. Camera view. Let's add a camera to this view first. Whoa. What did I do? Alright. Let's add a camera to this. I'll add a camera like this. And then have this one on camera view, right? Let's just change this to 85. Yeah, let's say this is how I want the camera to be, right? I don't want to zoom in into the object. I just want to see it like this on always. I always turn these two off, I guess. And then in the case where like you have multiple of these, right? Let's say, okay, let's add another one. And then let's take this camera. And then just gonna duplicate the camera. Okay. Okay. Actually, no. Let's rotate it like something like that. Okay, so basically, I have these two cameras, and I want this one to show the front camera, and then this one to show the other camera, right? So what I would do is just come here and what is that? Just have this on local camera, right? And then select whichever camera it is. First select whichever camera it is, and then just leave it like this, right? And then do this one, same, and then select the second camera. Then you get this view, right? Damn it. And then I have these two views. And then okay, you would hide this and then do all the work on this one, and then it just updates on these basically. So you can tell, although I don't do it, I don't want to work like this. It's it's difficult working like this. I usually just leave it on another one of my other monitors, and get the detail and then see how it is from all these angles. It works when like if you're especially when you're modeling, it works really well. Oh, okay, let's save this. Alright, actually let me remove these because I actually don't need them. Hmm. I hate it when it does this. Yeah, but it's just similar to how you would do in Photoshop, where you have that navigate panel, basically, where you just place it on the side. It works, you know. This way you don't you switch between the two, I guess, to see, if you're not really getting too lost on the details. Let's move to the next one, because it's easy, to just forget everything and just find yourself focused on one spot, I guess. So just having that just reminds you that, don't focus on one spot. You still have all this much to do, basically. That's how I just see it. Okay, turn this on. How am I gonna? I'm just trying to see how I can actually wait. Let's remove these. Then maybe I can make this part blue. I'm thinking of maybe like making one of those blue green you know that is just I was thinking of making one blue then gray blue. I mean, it doesn't really have to be that, have blue on it. Alright, I'm just gonna leave it like that actually. Okay. Oh man, you know, for the past few days I've been having back problems, and I was wondering why, I'm getting so much back problems. But honestly, I'm starting to realize that it's because I slouched so many times, and especially when you're sitting on like for the whole day, right? You don't really realize the fact that how many times you move back and forth, and but once you start being conscious, or search for reasons why your back is painful or anything like that, you start to realize that and it's happening so many times, and mostly it's just it's slight movements which when you just do them it feels like okay, it's nothing, but do it just enough times, you start to realize that okay, that's not good, repeating the same movement so many times
Switch.
Oh shit. Let me just stretch a little bit. I think like these ones are, if it's symmetry, it's one of those things where it's not really that important. Because it's just like lines, you know. I don't know. Doesn't feel like it's definitely gonna be visible, but not so much as the other part, I guess.
Disco bounce.
Mama said you're meant to burn as bright as a star among the midnight sky. All the pressure blinded me, but now I see I'm no different from the rest. You said I'd fly away, but my walls have kept me down. Now I'm lost and I'm afraid, and I'm close to hit the ground. You said I'd fly away. You said
Just see how it looks. Separate these two over here. Yeah, I think I don't really need to add more details. Because I was feeling like the blue, I should add a little bit more to just so that it's not so plain, I guess. But honestly, I feel like it's okay, even if it's a gray, regular chrome metal. As long as it's not, because over here the reference, it's not a plain texture. Basically, there's some colors, just maybe two grays colors, and I feel like that's what my process is about. The fact where I'm texturing things is to avoid the fact that I just add one base color, because that's what most metallic objects are. Especially you want it as like a clean metallic object, you just have to only put one color, one gray color, and then just try to make the object as metallic as possible. Maybe that's how I actually understand it. For me, when I first started texturing, it was one thing I couldn't understand, the fact that certain colors, certain objects don't have that many base colors, on it. It's just usually just one plain color.
Nothing could have prepared me for the high stakes heartbreak that surrounds me.
You know actually how it is.
You want me, you won't let me go. So I burn so. I can feel you coming like a wildfire. I'm just the fuel, baby, you're the light. If I'm not careful, you'll burn right through my soul. Burning like a wildfire, lighting on my
Just getting the right angle, rotating those is usually difficult, I guess. Especially, when you're not used to texturing in a certain way, like like let's say for me, when I texture, right, I make my strokes like this, and so when I have to make strokes like this, it's a little bit difficult, I guess. And I get into the habit, of reverting back to the way that I actually am used to making strokes, I guess. And it's actually, it's a good thing if you know how to make strokes from each angle, like that, like this, also going back up like this, which it's even more difficult for me. you know, if you can do that, honestly, rotating this model is not really that necessary. You can just keep it like this and then do all that, and then, you know, get that same result, you know, without rotating it. Like it's an advantage, you know, if you can do it like that. And it saves a lot of time, I guess. It might not look like it, but it does, honestly. Especially when you see like 2D artists, right? You actually notice it with 2D artists when they make strokes. You can tell that, oh, okay, this person is, you know, the reason why they don't usually repeat so many strokes is because they can make strokes from each position, basically, and you know it without repeating it so many times, I guess, or changing the angle. Uh, what the? Oh, I actually forgot these ones. I'm surprised that I'm actually moving so fast with this. It's probably because I'm quiet. You know, when you do things when you're not quiet, is you get things done a lot more fast, I guess. Actually, let me turn the background. Like,
It's getting dark, I feel the I feel the It's getting dark, I feel the I feel the
I'm gonna remove some of these and redo them again.
Careful with your pretty eyes and run with me. You're young. 'Cause you and I are a secret. Feel my drift against your skin. 'Cause honestly, let's hold our breath. This is so real. Just you and me, let's escape, girl, tonight.
Right. Yeah. I was actually a lot. Some of these I don't want to go into detail, so by zooming in like I usually did with the other objects.
Girl, tonight.
Honestly, this I thought having the AO as this color, would make it look really weird, but it actually works. I saw it on when I saw it on the what's this? On the hand guard, right? I noticed that, you know, it's actually not that bad. Although it feels like it's barely visible, but that's probably because of the blue that, you know, there was a felt overwhelmed that color, you know. It was more brighter, I guess, the blue. You notice it more than you would notice this the AO color, this brown color. I remember I actually said I wanted to try and texture similar to how the texture in Arcane, but yeah, that I don't think, you know, right now is something that I can actually pull it off. I feel like to do that I need what's this? I'm gonna have to use stencils and get a brush that, because what that does, it's like it leaves this paint like brush result. So trying to get the result with what's that, with a default brush is actually difficult. That was weird. Still not picturing that part.
Take me back to the life that we once knew, when the walls weren't closing in like they are now. Cause it's been too many years since California. I wish I could get there, I don't know how. See, one day I'm gonna reach ya, take a plane for many miles.
Oh, okay. You know what? I think it's because there's not much vertex points over there. That's why it's doing that. Right, let's see the result. Okay, it's not gonna show because of that. Yeah, I think it's simple, no, not too complicated. chrome detail. Actually, the blue would have just made it really weird, honestly. I think just having it on this area, does the trick. Right. This was actually a lot more faster than the other ones. Let's bake this. And I did rush it because I want to push this to go a little bit more faster. Because I'm still trying to follow that deadline where I said I want to finish this within 60 days. So some of these things I just had to speed it up, I guess. Okay. I forgot the name. Fun pad. I always forget this number, so to get to it, I divide by 8 first and then divide by 2. Dividing by 10 doesn't actually get me to that, so it's a little bit slow. I wonder, like, if in Blender you can, what's this? You know, like in Furious Max, where there was an option where, like, you would have like instead of, you know, each time you create a project, you need to create folders basically. So what 3ds Max did was there was a place where you could just create a project file, right? And basically it creates all these files where you can put everything that, like, you know, it considers project file basically. So could be like rendering a file, texture file, the file where you put all these you would project file basically, the file where you would put all these files, that increment files that you're making. And then also there were so many of them, you know, some of them I didn't even know why, but the idea of it is that, you know, you don't have to constantly create, you know, you don't have to create project files. It just create one for you. You don't have to create folders. The software just does it for you. And, you know, you'd put all these render outputs, everything. There was even a file for animation basically. So if, like, and every time when you save in the project, it would automatically take all those savings into their own I guess what's this, files. So let's say you had, like, you rendered an image, right? Immediately that image is saved into the render output file. Because, like, if that was the case, right, I could actually do it instead of you know, always press, whenever I bake, instead of pressing save image, immediately this just goes into that file, that folder. I know it has that the option where you can actually save everything. Wait, what is it? Save everything into one file basically, so that if you want to give the project to another person, they'll still get the same details, I think. What is it? I should actually check some of these, what they actually do. By the way, actually, I noticed. I don't know if I still have it. What is this software? I actually didn't read about it, but I just noticed it as I was, what's this? Usually I go on LinkedIn and read some of the job applications, right? And they actually mentioned this, which first thing seems like it's free, but you can only use one GPU. Interesting. I think it's is it a software that I'm trying to, I have a hard time understanding whether it's a software that you can add to Blender, because over here it says is it not this? It says that something about Blender. Actually, I forgot. Blender is one of the applications supported by this. So I don't know what that actually means. Does it mean that you can? Does it work? What's this? Trying to find the words to say this. Is it like, can you edit like an add-on into Blender, or is it a thing where like it supports the workflow basically? So similar to how Substance Painter does with every other project, with every other software, where they work, you can use them together and to create that result, I guess. Just, I forgot to say that.
Oh, there's something in my chest that I can't hide. When feelings get involved, I'm terrified. 'Cause I've been here before and said goodbye.
Some of these softwares, just they're creating so many softwares, just not well. I can't keep up with some of them. What is this? Okay, this one. I mean, the softwares that I can actually use properly is actually I only know how to use two softwares, 3ds Max and Blender, but I mean, there's also Photoshop and After Effects. These are, I feel like they are obvious, but when it comes to Maya, I've never used Maya, but I've seen the interface of Maya, right? And honestly, even though they are both 3ds Max and Maya is created by one company, it's just so confusing to see the interface of Maya. Some of these things are actually similar, but it's just that, I don't know, it's when you get used to 3ds Max and then you see the interface of Maya, it's just you wonder why some of the why the interface was made like that, why not make one, interface basically. I actually don't know why did they separate the two actually, instead of just making it into one software. Is it money thing? I'm sure it's to get money, to make more money. Other than that, I can't think of anything, honestly. Like that. But did I save some of those that I faked? I'll just check them.
I've been busy running my mouth dry, speaking lines of how to find higher hopes and sensibilities meant for me. Let's dive in, create a problem just
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
we're back to time, catching up on all the things we missed, so our interest.
Let's just see these. Not bad.
Look around, try to find the people who stand out, the faceless crowd, lost
5.
and
Okay, 5 of them.
picking up on the speed of sound to faster ground, moving on. I can't hold back all the new progress, what I've done best, but how about now? Showing off all of the things you missed, all your interests.
I feel like I can use this instead of a pending. I can use this one because it's not what's this? It's a word that I'm looking for. It's the same. I didn't change anything except the names of these. So basically, if I just change these over here, it'll give me the same result. It should. Okay.
Tear us apart and bury me all in my head alone. Calling your name but only feel the cold. I sense the change in energy. All of my fuse is blown. If
What is this? Blue gray. Okay, something is still causing those two. Oh, okay, maybe it's this. Right.
So how do we end up here? Could have sworn
Oh shit. Oh, okay. Hmm.
I keep on losing myself.
Yeah, no, that can't actually work.
All of the problems that I couldn't help. Oh, I'm building a bonfire. Hopelessly, I keep
Okay, I'm just gonna. I thought it was actually gonna work, but it's not actually. Because yeah, because of that. Unless if I can actually duplicate them. Wait. I didn't realize I was actually changing the oh shit, the detail of this one. Testing, testing. Oh shit! No, 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 no. Hello, hello. Oh, okay, I'm back. That was weird. Usually when my music is off, you know, that's when also OBS is not working. So, okay, let's. What I'm gonna do is. Oh, just say the number. No, no, no. I actually want to copy this and then just change the name of it. As long as it's not changing this one, you know, that's it shouldn't, because I actually changed the. You know what? Let me do this. That way, instead of you know, I don't have to scroll down so many times.
It's only just for now. We'll make it through somehow. It's not your fault. You won't be lost forever.
Okay, it's slowly getting there. This one I'm actually gonna combine it with this part because I kind of missed it. I don't want to add it with this one, it was just gonna look weird. But yeah, should have actually added with these. Yeah, basically, I don't know. I'm just trying to see how fast I should go be actually, because there's this. I can texture this as one part. Actually, I can texture. Do this. Let's just combine these. Ooh, good. Okay. Got one other object. Okay, this I can texture as one object. Okay. I think the belt and this, I can have it as one object. Same with these shoes, obviously. So what exactly is it that I'm left with? Okay, let's combine these ones. Okay, let me actually apply this first. And then join these. Okay. So basically what I'm left with is 1, 2. Okay. And then the first part. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 things. Okay. I'm actually going at an okay pace. I was actually afraid of that, thinking that I might not make the the time, I guess. Oh, also this. I'm still holding on the dress. I'll find a way to actually get that detail into here. But I've already textured the dress, so and then this. Once I come back, once I do everything else, I'll actually, yeah, I'll find a way to no, make a proper leggings, I guess. It was okay at the when I thought of it, but now it's weird. It will not match with these colors actually. So wait, let me go to the dress and see something. Interesting. Oh, there's still this that I need to do. Oh damn, I actually forgot about that. But I do remember I tried baking this and it failed, so Wonder why. Unable to render. So yeah, that's weird. Because is it because of the number of this? I think there's another object that actually has a similar number. Vertex numbers actually. Let me. Oh, okay, that's insane. Oh my god. Okay. I can't believe I actually made it this much. Yeah, I'll find a way, I guess. I still want this detail. Because I've already done this, I just need that the mask detail. Unless if I have to redo this. Anyways, guys, yeah, and that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and thanks for any new followers. See you guys on Friday, same time, from 12 to 2 o'clock Middle Eastern time. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy your day or night wherever you are, and cheers.